moving, he's finishing, he's hustling, and I think it's just really starting to pay off. I think, coming out of high school, everyone maybe thought he was more of like a just add water and stir type of guy. But, maybe he was just a developmental guy this whole time, and now you're able to see that development. And maybe it wasn't just he was able to hop in and start right away, play right away. But now you're seeing, on his third year, all the pieces are starting to come together. And I'm just really happy for him because he's earned it. And his best football is definitely ahead of him. And we're just seeing the start of it.
I guess you personally at center, I mean, how much more comfortable do you feel like you are, having last spring to this spring?
Oh, tremendously. I feel way more confident now than I ever have. Same thing for me. I feel like my best football is still ahead of me as well. Just even mentally going into spring practice now compared to last spring. Last spring I was, a lot more anxious, a little bit more nervous, overthinking stuff. But now there's really no thinking. It's just playing and having fun. And I think for anyone to be the best they can be, they just got to play the game to have fun and not play it to, being all anxious and nervous. And that's where I'm at. And I set some goals out for myself this spring, and I'm starting to see myself achieve and accomplish them. And if anything, that's just really motivating going into the summer, going into camp, and going into the season, my last season. So yeah, I'm really excited.
I guess have you played any guard at all this spring, or is it all center, pretty much dedicated?
Pretty much mostly center. Mm-hmm. But I plan in the summer to kind of cross-train some of guard as well. That's always something that I want to do, whether it's for what's best for Clemson. I always want to be ready to play whatever they need to play me at, and then hopefully if I get a chance at the next level, I want to be able to play guard as well. So that's something that I keep in the back of my mind too.
And just obviously as a center, you work with the quarterback a lot. I mean, what is Cade like, just personality-wise, as a leader?
Yeah, I think and Cade's another guy. I think he's a great guy to bring up as well. He's really a guy too that you can just see how he's matured. From just a couple months ago until now, right? From when we played in December till now, I feel like at first, he was a freshman. Now he's not a freshman anymore. I think maybe he felt pressure, maybe a little anxious. Now again, he's just going out there having fun. Like you can really tell that it feels like there's no weight on his shoulders, and he's just playing free and he's having fun. And I think that's really showing. Again, I don't watch the quarterbacks because if I'm watching them, that means bad things are happening, right? But I can tell you this: I think coming out of spring break, I think he's playing some of his best football, and I can say that because I've noticed it. And his energy is very contagious, and I wouldn't be able to say that maybe a while back ago, but I can full-heartedly say that now. And I think everyone else can say that as well. And I think he's really developing into a leader that we want and the leader that our team needs. So, yeah.
And what is it like as an offensive lineman in this offense? Because I know with the receivers, the way they line up, you guys can line up faster now. So, I mean, is there more urgency as an offensive lineman, like I got to run?
Yeah. I mean, I think so too. I think it starts from the top. It starts from Coach Riley and him kind of making the emphasis of how that's very important for our offense. And if we want to succeed, how we want to succeed, we got to be able to play with that tempo. And I think we have a lot more just one-word, quick fastballs in as well. Which that automatically drives the tempo. So you hear that word, it's like we need to get to the ball, we need to snap it now. And even how we do practice, right? Like we start practice just doing tempo against defense. How fast can we run 4 plays, right? How fast can we run 4 plays against the defense? And we stress that every single day, which we didn't do before. And I think that's really good, and everything's a lot more simplified. And they give us I feel like they give us a little bit more autonomy up front to kind of make calls and decisions. Which I think makes everything just faster and less complicated for everyone.
Is it pretty similar, though, from